Hey there, faithful YouTubers, it's Derek, Lycan101. Welcome back to the page of many things. I realized today that I've kind of done a horrible thing. I did not post a video for the week yet, and for that I apologize, guys. I realized it, and I said, oh no, what about all my faithful fans out there waiting for another YouTube video? And I'm here to rectify that. This is just going to be like a little random collection video. What have I been up to lately in terms of role-playing and stuff? First and foremost, a special shout out to one of my subscribers and friends, Balanced Pyro. He has a channel here on YouTube. We go to school together. And he was the DM for the campaign in which I ran Diago, Thalos, and Straga, the Dragon Rider, and is responsible for the series of videos, Dragon Rider's Revenge. So he had asked me to create a campaign map or world map for his setting. And this has been about last semester, so maybe about December-ish. And through a matter of different events, etc., time passed. It kind of fell by the wayside. Unfortunately, I worked on it back and forth. It just took longer than expected. But now it's done, and I'm going to reveal it to you right here, right now. So Brian is probably watching this video. So here you go, Brian. This is it. It's done. Ta-da-da-da. Here you guys go. Wonderful. I love the little compass rose I came up with. There it is. Nice dragon. Nice north. There we go. Yeah, look at that. Took a while, like I said. Trees are a pain in the butt, but I just know how to do them that way. So yeah. So that is his world. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different countries and an area called the Wasteland. So we've got Arcor, Quenta, Aethor, Itor, Laptra, and Mercana. Now this isn't my role, so I could have totally just horribly mispronounced those. But the fact is that it's done, and I'm very proud of it, and I hope Brian likes it. So there you go, one more look. And then, what else? I was out shopping with the family this past weekend, and went to this toy store here in Germany. It's called Rofu Kinderland. Which is a little toy store, but they have some other stuff like not craft stuff, but decorative ornamentation kind of things. And I found this. Look at this. Oh, look at that. It's a treasure chest. Look at that. It's pretty awesome. Wood. And this is like a little leathery material. And these will latch up. There it is. Opens up like that. Got that wood smell. It's awesome. And then this, I've had this for a while, and I found this amongst my stuff. This little box. And I'm going to be using both of these for my Skull and Shackles campaign. I have, a long time ago, my sister had a pirate-themed birthday party. I think it was her 13th birthday. Excuse me. And we had a giant collection of gold coins. So I kept those gold coins, and lo and behold, like the pack rat I am, I found a use for them. I'm going to fill this with coins, and this will be a treasure chest full of loot, but I will be turning it into the box o' plunder for the Skull and Shackles game. Each coin, maybe every 2 coins, will represent a point of plunder. So every time the players get a point of plunder, they can reach in and grab it. Now I have this sitting open on the side, and there'll be like this nice gold kind of streaming out from the box to tempt players to go and seize ships. So yeah, it was pretty cheap. It was only 15 euro, so that was awesome. So I got that. And like I said, I got this little box. I don't know what I'm going to do with this little box yet. Sorry for the traffic outside. And it's pretty little. I thought maybe dice, but I have way more dice than would fit in here. So I don't know, maybe like a little special ornamentation or cursed object. I don't know. The point is that it's there. And then last but not least, let's go with this. I just got this in the mail. like those of you who follow my channel will know that I will be playing in a Warhammer 40k game coming this fall, but I know absolutely next to nothing about Warhammer 40k. So I've been doing research and looking into the system and the setting, trying to better understand it, and I came across on Amazon this Warhammer 40k Dan Abnett Eisenhorn, the omnibus of Xenos, Malleus, and Hereticus. And from what I've read, it's a good introductory novel in terms of the setting, and is about the Inquisition, which I will be playing Silas Belikov, a Inquisitor of the Inquisition of the Order of Hereticus. So I'm pretty excited for that, to get my hands into that, nice and grubby dirty. And let's see, one last thing I will reveal to you guys, my faithful subscribers, is that while I've had my time off, I have been working really hard on my setting. Originally, Kygrim was just a singular continent and not even a world, and then Kygrim became a world, and then I had a central location that I worked on called Kalimros. Here's a map. This is Kalimros. And then I decided, after reading a lot of fantasy, I read a lot of fantasy books, obviously. I was reading Game of Thrones, and like all good fantasy people should. And I was thinking about, in terms of that universe, is you really get a sense for that Westeros is just a continent, and that there's a lot more going on in terms of other continents. So I needed to create a little bit of my other continents and really, not necessarily flesh them out in a massive amount of detail, but at least have a little bit left, so that way, or a little bit about them, so that way I could have an inkling of what was going on other continents. So I've decided to create a massive planetary map. So here we go. Ready? I'll scoot back and ta-da-da! Here we go. Look at that. This is one mega continent. We have, obviously, Kalimros is in the middle. This section up here, this is all work in progress maps. This is Actia, the frozen continent of the far north, and it's literally really connect right in here. And due to the tilt of the planet, the majority of this, from pretty much right here, is dark, 8 out of 12 months. So yeah, kind of sucks to live up there, but it's almost always winter up here. It's kind of like a North Pole kind of thing. Those of you who are smart can also, maybe say, looks kind of like Canada. And that's where I drew my inspiration, was Canada. And then down below Kalimros, we have another continent. Here we go. This is the mysterious continent of Illyria. Now, in Illyria, in order to get there, you either have to sail around the coast on either side in the Rheic Ocean or the Theseus Sea, which is over there. That's the Theseus Sea. This is the Rheic Ocean. In order, you have to sail down here, or around. You can't sail through the continent, can you? So you got to sail around the outside, or you can pass through, which no one has ever managed to do, I should mention, the Emerald Labyrinth, a never-ending set of trees, which will continue probably around about here. So it'll be a lot of trees, and what's good about this is right here. Let's see if I can get this to show up. Ooh, right there. This little collection of islands right here, right there. See that? Yeah, that's the Shackles. This little blob right there. That's the whole Shackles region. Just give you kind of sense of scope about what's going on, and that's kind of got like a South American Incan vibe kind of going for it. I have a small list of people that live there. It's home of the Coatlicali, the Empire of Serpents, and they worship the Mother of Serpents. And they, like I said, they have this kind of Aztec, Mayan, Inca feel going on, and it's just going to be a really creepy place full of mystery and kind of, I don't want to say backwards, but more aboriginal kind of feel, this mystery connected to nature kind of thing. Whereas Kalimros has a lot of up-and-comings with technology, and it's really centered and organized around being unified. All the races work together in terms of bettering each other. Actia is the frozen wilderness, like I said, and then there's just kind of, it's like this creepy place to go where everything's dead and quiet and empty and expansive. And Illyria is, like I said, that mysterious culture of nature. And then, of course, we have another side to the world. I haven't worked on it, but I will unfold the map so you can get a sense. Ta-da! See, there will be another set of pages added over here to complete the world map. Now, the other continents to add are Everon, which is kind of like Europe / Russia kind of feeling in terms of location, if you will. Then I have Songhai, which is obviously the Middle Eastern Asia equivalent. And then there's Kralis, kind of like Australia. When I say kind of like a realistic country, I don't necessarily mean in terms of culture or in terms of location per se. It's just I have 7 continents, and there are 7 continents in our world. So the last one is right now it's called Ubango. I might change it into something else. I'm still toying around with that idea. And that's going to be a very interesting country to do because it's actually going to run right through the middle of the entire world. And it'll just kind of like this dividing thing across the ocean where you can kind of be like, whoa, where'd this come from? So I like it's coming along. The whole world's coming along. And yeah, I think that's everything I want to talk about. I'm just glancing around, looking to see if there's anything else I can think about that I needed to tell you guys about. But I think that was it. Like I said, I got some cool stuff. Show you once again this awesome chest. I'm really excited about this. I'm just going to put this out on the side next to the screen and just let the players wonder about it. And then when it comes time to use plunder and infamy, I'm going to open it and be filled with gold coins. So it'll be pretty cool. So this has been Derek, Leica 101, a very random video, sort of an update video, I guess, about what's been going on with me in terms of role-playing games and just general stuff that I've been working on. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. There will be a return to normalcy in terms of my programming, probably later in the week. I've been doing a lot of work in terms of looking for internships for next summer, getting a head start on stuff for school in the fall, and trying to balance that with hanging out with family while having a summer break at all. So yeah, this has just been me attempting to juggle so many things. So eventually one of these balls is going to fall out of the air and just crash down and everything's going to fall. But hopefully not. We'll see how much I can keep up in the air at one time. So this has been Derek, Leica 101. Thanks for watching, guys, and I hope you enjoyed this episode of The Page of Many Things. Now we'll see you next time.